Hey everybody, SoCal Marine here. I'm just going to quickly show you some tests you can do if you're not getting spark on a small Honda outboard. This is a 2 horsepower 4-stroke. The first thing you want to make sure is not malfunctioning is the kill switch right over here. And I've got the cover removed, but there's a little wire over here that goes to the coil. And it is just grounded over here, and basically what happens is when the safety lanyard is disconnected, a ground gets connected from here through the switch to the coil, and that's what cuts the motor up. So all you need to do is get a multimeter, put it on the sounding one, and just have one on ground, and you can disconnect the wire that goes to the coil. My recoil is loose. See that it's beeping? And if I put this in, I should get no beeps. Do a couple of prods. I did a test on the coil. The primary resistance was about 1.5 ohms, which is about good, and the secondary, which is from the inside of the plug to ground, was about 6,000, 7,000 or something odd. Can't remember. It was maybe 7,000 ohms. And that'll just tell you the coil's pretty good. So from there, see, as this is spinning, there are magnets in here, and this is an air gap between this terminal on the coil and this terminal over here. So you just have to make sure, you see there the magnets are. You got to line those up with the coil. Both pads of the wheel are in line with the coil. And what I did was, I just take my feeler gauges and I get a 11 thousandths and the 10 thousandth or 12. And you just got to have a little gap there, 10 or 11 thousandths between both of those. I let the because when the coil disconnected, it's going to want to get pulled in by the magnet. And then you put your feeler gauges in, and then pull the coil back, put the feeler gauges in, and let them snap back in from the magnetic forces. Tie these down. And then when you pull this out, you should have that gap down there. And this motor wasn't running at all, but fired up instantly after I set the air gap. Now there's a very good spark, and the motor's good to go.